And there's a street. There you go.
What? Before we have to...
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Fuck you, bro. Well. If it ain't your boy, then it's out back at it again. Well, guys, we are here exploring another ARG, which I have actually seen like on my For You page, I guess you could say, or my whole YouTube homepage for quite some time since it came out, but I just never watched it because like the thumbnail was kind of like, I was like, maybe I should watch it, but then I got recommended it, so I was like, fuck it. So we're here. This is called Searching for the Player That Doesn't Exist, which is very similar to another video we watched, the title, Searching for a Player That Doesn't Exist. So, I don't know. We'll see what this is, but it's 1 hour and 26 minutes long. So, we'll see about that. Also, just one thing that I was thinking about. Also, when it comes to these videos, but also like the Unstable SMP videos that are longer. It sucks as a reactor, you can't eat anything during your reactions. I have actually, like, no one of you that are watching this will remember this. I don't know if you have, but if you scroll on my channel all the way down, there's a video of me reacting to Blade Runner, the movie with Ryan Gosling and Harrington or something like that, right? And in the video, I drink Coca-Cola and I eat chips, and I got hated for that. It was like me, like just munching into the microphone as I was reacting. So yeah, I learned my lesson. But it sucks now because now, obviously I can drink cola or something, right? But like I can't eat chips. Like I would want to do that, you know, as a movie in a way to watch it. But yeah, all right, enough yapping. Let's get straight into it.
Is the final stage in a series of 5 of the hardest psychological puzzles Minecraft has ever seen.
What? Okay. All right.
And
already.
Jerry doesn't know the answer.
Okay. All right. We're setting the tone. I like it. Let's see. What's this gonna be?
I was led to a Minecraft video about Shakespeare. Now, I'm new to Minecraft, but I do know my fair share about the Bard, so I was intrigued. The video starts out like any other.
Yeah, I will say this right now. I have never read Shakespeare. I know of Shakespeare, but I've never, dwelled down deep into it. So I will probably not get the references here. But
a world called Pineapple is not a pizza topping, to which I disagree, loads the terrain, and spawns onto a beach near a spruce forest. Now, it's not clear at the moment if this is a new account or an old account with no save files, but the player takes a second to gather their surroundings before heading off into the forest. They punch a firefly bush, which I assume is by accident because they discarded
I like his voice. It's like soothing in a way.
Immediately, and then head up to higher ground to get a better look at their surroundings.
Right.
The player sees a spruce tree and takes the nostalgic action of punching it for the first time. They make a crafting bench, craft their first set of tools, nothing out of the ordinary.
I like this. This is pretty chill.
They check a small ravine for ore and then head up further into the hills. So far, so good. Something to note, and it isn't crazy, but there haven't been signs of any animals yet. Again, nothing crazy, just something to note. Yeah. As the player continues on, they come to a sudden stop a few blocks away from a sweet berry bush.
Why are they
Wait. And we come to learn that the player's name is Bland Jerry. Did I turn on bonus chests?
Eh?
Jerry must have seen it out of the corner of his eye because I certainly didn't notice it.
Whoa.
Jerry files back and sure enough, there's a bonus chest.
But does it spawn that far in?
No sense in starting over. Jerry heads over to the chest to gather the loot. And this is where the first real strange thing occurs.
That is not...
Dang, I don't remember bonus chests being this OP.
Yeah,
I didn't understand what he meant at first until I looked it up on the Minecraft wiki, and bonus chests generate with a semi-random collection of basic items, and they have torches surrounding it. I learned that this is an example of what you could get in a bonus chest, so what Jerry has come across is definitely not like a bonus chest.
PvP
Jerry doesn't think anything of it and equips the armor.
Right.
Dang. Okay then.
Alright, fair enough.
Extremely strange, but once again he's on his way.
Again, just saying this, right? Like, if I saw that, like, if theoretically, like, okay, imagine yourself, you're starting your own world, okay? You have played Minecraft watching this video. You start your own world. You go in it. You know you haven't turned on a bonus chest, but you see that chest and you open it. Trivia question, what do? Do you do as him, take it and move on with your life? Or B, do you turn off the computer and throw it out the window? There's only one right answer. You can comment it down below.
The next thing that happens stops Jerry dead in his tracks.
Right. So
now I don't understand what's going on, but he seems to.
Yeah. So I know I'm not. I know that people don't like me pausing. So I will now. After this, I will refrain from pausing too much. However, I don't want the video to overvoice me. You know, when I'm trying to talk. So, uh, just off this right now as well. For the creator of this, I like how he has these like. He starts talking, right? He explains something, then he stops for like 2-3 seconds. I think you've heard it now, and it like makes you feel like, okay, something's gonna happen, and then he starts talking again. Like it adds up to that. You know, it tenses up you. What the fuck am I saying? I don't even know. I'm just gonna continue.
Updates are weird.
What do you mean updates?
Apparently spruce forests don't spawn with massive clearings like this.
They don't.
Jerry cuts across it, and then the strangest thing yet happens. A sound. Jerry turns and looks. A massive crater has formed in the middle of the clearing. What the heck?
Yeah, no, this is where I would
I don't blame Jerry
throw
for
off the
laughing.
computer.
It's clear he hasn't played this game in a long time. He thinks this is just modern Minecraft.
Right.
Semi-cautiously, Jerry investigates.
That is bedrock. That is... Holy shit,
Somehow
bro.
Jerry
Stop!
has fallen into a massive pit made of bedrock.
But
before he's able to process what just happened, baby animals begin to fall from the top, being pushed to their death. What's going on here? This is clearly player-made, right? I mean, we saw Jerry log into a brand new world. So how is this happening? Jerry just stares and watches for a while, clearly in shock, as the animals just rain down around him. What the heck?
Take the blocks, build up. Take the blocks, build up. Take the blocks and build up.
At this point in the video, I'm at a complete loss. I don't know what's going on or how this is happening. And after a minute more of Jerry just spinning around in circles, wondering what's happening, he says this. Wait. Maybe Jerry notices something that we don't. After all, he did spot the chest earlier. So what is it that he's seeing that we aren't?
What are you... It's like different
What
sequences?
is this? I see something.
What do you mean you see something?
There's
like
too much going on for me to even attempt to see what he does. But Jerry slows down to a methodical pace and reveals what it is he sees. All the pistons. Firing at different intervals?
Yep, exactly.
Okay, so the pistons are firing at random intervals, so what? But Jerry stays focused as he studies the timing of each piston.
So that one goes like at the same time. That one...
Wait, these are the same.
These are the same, exactly.
And then he discovers it.
What?
Morse?
Yeah.
Somehow, through all the chaos, Jerry was able to see that each piston's interval was Morse code. But what's the message? ... is S, I think?
So how do you know which one?
This one is confusing.
For the sound of these like dying.
Is
Ooh. Yeah, I must say this. I like this part here. Normally, like you would have like, oh, there's a puzzle, and then you cut to when the protagonist solves it. I like how this music is playing, and it's like actively keeping you engaged, and then it's like him solving it with us.
Jerry seems to be onto something and spends the next several minutes trying to decode this message. And we've learned that Jerry's extremely observant and smart technically. He isn't perfect though. This one keeps giving him trouble. Dot. Dash. Dot. Dot. What's that? L?
L?
Jerry's quickly becoming frustrated with what's going on.
Yeah.
He then takes a second to try and piece together this message. He arranges the letters in various ways, forming various words. but fails to find anything that makes sense and grows increasingly frustrated. This is so weird.
I know you want to solve the puzzle, but just grab the blocks and just build up. That's it.
And then suddenly, Jerry makes a breakthrough. Wait, start at 1. And then look, more proof that this is a single-player world. Jerry starts and then moves clockwise, revealing the message. P I T L E S S. Pitless. Now, that doesn't make sense to me or Jerry, seeing that he's clearly in a pit. However, something clicked in my brain. The title of Jerry's video is Lend Me Your Ears, which is a line from William Shakespeare's Julius Caesar. Maybe this whole thing has something to do with Shakespeare? And it does.
Of course.
Once I thought about it, it didn't take me a second to realize which Shakespeare play this thing could possibly be referencing. Titus Andronicus. Titus Andronicus is Shakespeare's most bloody and violent play by far. I mean, nothing comes close. It deals with themes of revenge, murder, SA, even humans eating other humans.
What?
It is violent. One of the major motifs in the play is the devouring pit.
Bro, I'm gonna be sounding so fucking stupid right now. Is Shakespeare... I know that they were like an author and whatnot of plays and stuff. Did Shakespeare create Romeo and Juliet? I don't know, bro.
The pit makes sense, but the code word pitless doesn't make any sense.
Maybe
whatever this is meant pitiless? I mean, a famous line spoken by Tamara is, "Hadst thou in person ne'er offended me, even for his sake am I pitiless." But there are only 7 pistons, 7 letters, pitless. And then what happens next gave me the answer.
What? No,
Jerry moves, looking for something. Look, and then when he turns around,
I was gonna say that
a zombie's approaching him, but wearing an Alex head.
What?
Jerry begins fighting the zombie, but not before another one spawns, also wearing an Alex head. He kills one and then eats one of his golden apples, just in time for another Alex zombie to spawn.
Oh, so
he kills all 3 and then looks around. None.
Okay,
for now. But then he notices his inventory. Gold blocks? Each kill has given Jerry a gold block. Another Alex zombie spawns, and he makes quick work of this one. And then another. And then a dozen more spawn out of nowhere.
Whoa.
Jerry jumps right into the battle. He eats his last golden apple, and then does his best to evade combat altogether. But Jerry has nowhere to run, so he just starts eating his pork chops, hoping to sustain his life. But if you haven't noticed, Jerry hasn't lost any health. Not only that, but the zombies aren't making any sound. Listen. This was the moment I knew what was happening. These Alex zombies aren't trying to hurt Jerry. They're asking for his help. In the play, Titus's daughter Lavinia is SA'd by Tamara's 2 sons, and then has her tongue cut out of her mouth and her hands cut from her wrists. This is done to silence her, to prevent her from revealing her assaulters. It's gruesome and brutal and disgusting. But Jerry doesn't know this, so he keeps attacking. Keeps killing. Keeps slaying what is innocence before him. And with each kill, another gold block.
Okay. Yeah, but why the gold block though? That's what I'm wondering as well.
These Alex zombies represent Lavinia.
Okay.
You know that feeling you get when you hurt someone you care about? That pit in your stomach? Well, the antagonist of the play, named Aaron the Moor, has a very famous line at the end of the play, where he says, basically, if he's done any good thing in his life, he repents of it from his very soul. And then he's buried halfway in a pit to starve to death, dying truly guiltless, never having felt that pit in his stomach. Pitless.
Pitless. Okay.
Eventually, Jerry has enough gold blocks where he thinks he can bridge his way out. And he starts to, with success.
Oh my god, that's a lot.
But the question I have is, what's the message here for Jerry? I mean, is he guilty of something we don't know of?
Yeah, like what?
Halfway up, Jerry just stops and observes the mayhem around him. Hundreds and hundreds of Lavinia zombies, baby animals falling all around. But wait, what about the chest in the beginning?
Yeah.
When I was rereading the text, it was right there, clear as day. Aaron sets up a trap to frame Titus's sons for murder by hiding a sack of gold and a forged note under a tree. Now, this still doesn't explain why Jerry, but to find that out, we have to keep watching.
Exactly,
Despite
why
all
him?
of this, Jerry continues upward. Jerry has literally used the gold blocks to buy his way out of the pit. As it starts to rain, Jerry decides to take one more look at the mess below him.
Jesus
hundreds
Christ.
and hundreds of Lavinia zombies clamoring for him. There are so many. Jerry looks around, clearly unsure about what just happened. But as he looks, something catches his eye in the distance.
What?
From here, and with all the rain, I can't quite make out what Jerry sees. But from his reaction, he clearly knows something is up now.
Yeah.
He approaches cautiously.
Oh, there is.
And then we can see it. An enchanted netherite sword.
What?
Jerry steps forward to pick it up, but nothing happens.
Okay.
It just stays there floating in midair. And this is when I knew Jerry should just turn off the game, log out, and never open it up again.
Now you
but
are?
He doesn't. He steps back, and the sword just disappears.
Okay. Oh no.
Having an understanding of Shakespeare in his plays, whatever's about to happen isn't going to be good. Jerry spots another sword floating in the distance. He's extremely cautious in his approach. He's unsure of what's going to happen, but decides to press forward.
Oh no. Oh, it's gonna be
Nothing.
something coming for him.
It just stays there
Like,
floating.
I don't think, like, now, understanding a little bit more that it's Shakespeare themed, I'm struggling to understand if this is gonna be some sort of entity here, or if it's gonna, like, but something is doing this, so what? And, like, why and, like, how? Like,
and then disappears again. Is this a dagger which I see before me? The handle toward my hand? Come, let me clutch thee.
This is, yep. This is
thee not, and yet.
So loud with the rain. I don't like it.
I see thee still. This is one of the most infamous lines in one of Shakespeare's most famous plays, Macbeth.
I was gonna say that this is like kind of the perfect video for like a teacher to show their students. In this video, we're gonna explore art, okay? And this video, we have a video here, ARG.
Like Macbeth, Jerry is being led somewhere by the swords.
Yeah.
I wish he would stop. But, like Macbeth, he doesn't.
Of course.
Maybe it's curiosity, maybe it's hubris, but Jerry jumps into the water swimming after the next sword. When he gets up, like the others, it's not there. Maybe it's just me, but Jerry seems to be moving with a frantic kind of energy now. He climbs up the stone bank to see if the next sword is there. It's not. Obviously, we want to know where the swords are leading him, but I want to know why the swords are leading him. You can barely see it, but in the distance, just to the left of the tree, the next sword is floating, and Jerry makes his way over to this one.
There we go, it's gonna, boom, disappear.
But like the others, it disappears.
Well, the ground
Jerry
is
heads
gonna
over to the
disappear.
tree to get higher ground to see if he can
That
find
is a
where the
big,
next
that
one
is
might be.
not a good tree, that's not a natural
And then
tree.
he sees a redstone block with the netherite sword floating on top of it. If he's being led somewhere, this is it.
Can he pick
Jerry
it up now?
jumps on top of the block to make the sword disappear, but it doesn't. For the first time, it stays. Jerry turns around to see a staircase leading down. He pauses for a moment, I assume to think about what he should do next.
Leave.
He then pulls out a pork chop and loads his health back up. Smart. He draws his sword and then heads down. At the bottom, he turns around.
No. So tell me why. Let's see here. So why is it becoming here? Why is it becoming dark here? And why is it like cutting? Boom. Jeez.
He draws his sword.
And why is it following?
And then heads down.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
At the bottom, he turns around, and the sword is still there.
No.
This is where he's supposed to be. Jerry scouts around for a second, and then turns and sees the candle cave. Jerry makes his way forward, turning around one more time, and it's suddenly dark. Time doesn't seem to work the same in this Minecraft world as it does others. Cautiously, Jerry continues on, and does something really interesting here. He turns on his shaders to get a better look at the candles.
I don't even care about my hair anymore.
Filling the cave.
This is just gonna be a mess. Yeah, but... Oh, for fuck's sake, I hate this. Stop talking. Oh my god. If there's gonna be a cave sound or something.
A fork in the road. I've seen this video.
What do you mean?
I'm going right. Can we all give Jerry a round of applause for that?
Yes.
Well done, Jerry. Well done.
Yes. Smart.
Jerry starts his search for any clue, any answer.
Yep.
But all he sees is candles. Yep. Hundreds of candles. What now?
Like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Okay. This isn't a normal game.
Well, of course not. What do you mean? Now you say that? Okay, good. Music is playing at least.
But why me? We're all asking Jerry. And to find out, we need to keep watching. Jerry continues his investigation and comes across this. A massive build in a massive bedrock structure. But it's blocked off with barrier blocks. He looks and sees a lectern with a book on it.
Can he read it?
But how to get down there is the question. A chest. Opening it, he sees 2 books.
Okay, let's read it.
He opens the first one, and it reads, Out, brief candle. One of Macbeth's most famous lines when discussing the fragility of life, and the only clue bland Jerry has to go off of. Jerry also notices that candles have appeared next to the lectern, lighting up the room below him. Jerry then opens up the second book, but nothing. Out, brief candle? He looks at the candles, trying to gather what that might mean to him. And he develops a theory.
Right.
Blow them all out?
All of them? See, so in this case, right?
There are hundreds.
There are. In this case, what you kind of have to do here, and I know everybody has done this once at least in their life, when you go to bed and you turn off the lights, if he's smart here, right? He then goes to the left here, or to the right now where he's aiming at. He then goes to the very bottom and he does it there. You don't start blowing them out when you're up top here, because then it will be dark when you come back, you know? That doesn't make any sense. The monsters can get you. So you start at the bottom, you work your way to the top. Let's do that, alright? See you there.
Okay then. Jerry starts blowing out each candle.
Don't do it there, you idiot.
Jerry makes his way into the smaller of the 2 rooms, tediously pursuing this task.
This is so...
I can only imagine how aggravating this would be. But what other choice aside from quitting the game does Jerry have?
Like, why are you playing it?
He turns around to get a progress report, only to realize he's barely put a dent in this thing. But eventually, he finishes the first room and moves on to the second, much larger room.
Right.
This is going to take forever.
Yep. Yeah, you can just quit, but don't have to do this. Everybody has free will.
It feels like he's getting nowhere, but maybe that's the point.
Maybe.
Am I an idiot?
Why?
One candle, one row at a time, over and over and over.
Can you like just place water?
Until this happens.
I don't even like. Why do you even say that? Why do you even say that fucking sentence?
Wait, I can't blow this candle out.
Oh, wait, what?
Try as he might, Jerry can't blow this candle out. He looks around, trying to figure out what's wrong with it. He sees nothing out of the ordinary, so wisely, he turns on hitboxes. Genius. Sure enough, there's an entity blocking that candle with an arrow pointing to the left. He hits F3, opening up his debug screen. I'm still learning what all that means, but apparently he sees something. A hitbox, but no entities? I had to look that up, but sure enough, there are no entities.
How? Wait,
no
wait,
armor
what?
stand then. Again, I don't know what that means. I know Shakespeare, not Minecraft. Jerry decides to go into the direction that the arrow's pointing. And he finds a lectern. Okay.
Hey! Okay.
Jerry makes his way back to the candle. Yo. And what we're about to see is Jerry truly shine.
What?
Okay.
This music is
What
nice.
are you hiding?
Yo, fuck the ARG. Just vibe out to this. Fuck the ghost. Fuck the entity. Go on, Jerry. Do us all proud.
An interaction entity. But what's it hiding? Jerry then types out a command that confirms his suspicions. What? Interaction has the following entity data. He was right. And then Jerry does something I can't explain because I don't know how to. But he types in a long technical command with symbols I don't understand, and he gets this. A long string of text and symbols.
Eh?
Okay, so maybe Jerry's wrong. Or maybe he's a tech genius. Okay.
Yo, wait.
He then takes a second to study the string of text.
Jerry, hold on. Are you on par with Durload here for a little bit?
He then says,
it's
not base64, whatever that is. It's using every available symbol except...
Holy shit.
VWXYZ. So, maybe...
What?
ASC 285?
Huh?
But then the backslashes don't make sense. Actually, wait. The quotation marks mean in Minecraft, end of the sentence. So then, the backslashes would clue Minecraft to say, this isn't the end. So, ignore the backslash, and then it could be ASC 285. Or a substitution cipher. One sec. He's building up aura for Jerry right now. Several long seconds before finally going to this website. He plugs in the string of text, hits encode, and he's right.
Here we go. I am in blood.
Stepped in so far that should I wait no more, returning were as tedious as go o'er. Macbeth says this line when he realizes he's too deep in it. He's so far gone, he's committed too many murders. To stop now would be just as hard as to keep going. Regardless, Jerry is an absolute genius. He heads back over to the lectern with the quote in hand. Okay, let's try.
Boom. Done.
He then looks around to see if anything has changed. Nothing here. But wait, the blocked entrance.
Yeah.
Jerry rushes back through the darkness. And sure enough, the barrier blocks are gone. Jerry did it. Okay. Well, I've already come this far.
Yep.
Not knowing what to expect, Jerry equips his sword and shield. And then jumps down. Jerry now has to figure out a way to get across this red glass bridge, but as we know, nothing is straightforward.
Of course.
Jerry opens the book and reads,
Alright.
Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Bro, I am genuinely too dumb for this ARG. I was about to say, like, what the fuck?
Jerry takes a second to look at the bridge, study it, before gingerly taking a step onto it. But wait, what was that? The bridge made some kind of sound and emitted particles. Jerry goes back to the book to review the clue. Admittedly, I'm having a hard time with this one. You see, this line is said at the end of the play when Macbeth finds out his wife is dead, and he's dissolved into having a completely nihilistic view. Nothing really matters. Jerry approaches the start, crouches, and then takes his first step off. But as he does, 2 blocks break below him, nearly sending him into the void. Jerry looks around at the blocks below him. The particles and the sounds are emitting, but the blocks are staying intact.
Yeah.
Okay, don't crouch. Then it clicked. Life's but a walking shadow. Jerry cannot rush this next phase. If he takes this like it's going to be easy or he freaks out, it's going to be the end. But the last part, the sound and fury of the blocks, they signify nothing. It's a bait, and Jerry was nearly banned falling for it.
Damn, okay. So you can just walk, that's all it is.
The noise is just a distraction.
Yep.
Jerry looks left, then right.
We'll go right.
Then chooses the left.
Oh, he does choose the left. Oh my god, that was...
So far, so good. As he continues carefully across this bridge, lights illuminate a blue path in front of him. Blue. He creeps slowly towards the blue path to carefully test all his options. And good thing he did. Okay, no blue.
Alright. Now what side?
Jerry moves through this first part with relative ease. He's careful to avoid the blue glass blocks, and not crouch while he lands on the red glass blocks. Lights illuminate the path before him as he reaches each checkpoint.
Yeah.
He's had no real close calls yet, but if he can just remember not to strut or fret, he should be okay. Jerry makes it to what I would consider the first difficult jump, and barely scrapes by.
Oof.
He makes his way down the spiral staircase easily.
Okay.
But then, another close call. I need to be more careful.
Well, how?
Jerry makes it past the next set of blocks and then the next. But this is where it starts getting spicy.
Ooh.
God. He lines up the next jump. Success.
Oh my god.
My stomach's in my throat.
Oh my god, this is actually intense. Oh.
He nicks the blue, landing on a single red glass pane, the closest he's been to falling into the void yet.
Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh. Holy shit. This is so intense.
And with a double jump, he makes it to a platform. As he looks behind him to see how far he's come, he takes a second to steady his nerves.
Alright, just, yeah.
I don't know why he decides to try and look into the void, but the particles are blocking the view anyway. Okay.
This reminds me of the glass bridge scene from Squid Game.
Now, I'm not experienced with Minecraft parkour, so I'm nervous. Jerry lines up for what might be his hardest jump yet, and lands.
Oh my god, bro.
He turns around to see the world he's left behind, and then continues onward with lights illuminating the way.
What the fuck?
And with another close call, Jerry's reached the hardest phase of the Macbeth parkour map. He attempts the first jump and succeeds. He lines up the second and succeeds. I'm going to be sick.
Yo, what the
particles, fuck? I can't see anything. Okay.
Oof.
Jerry is relieved. He's successfully made the first of the hardest jumps. And now he has to do it again.
Yeah.
And he does. Just 3 more jumps stand in the way of whatever comes next.
Yeah, what the fuck? You can barely see that fucking pole.
2.
How? This is the last one. This is
1. 1 more jump.
But where?
Jerry turns around one more time, but all the lights are off.
Yeah.
There is no going back.
Yep. So I have to hit the button.
Okay.
And then
do it for the beef. Jerry opens the door, but it shuts immediately.
Yep.
He doesn't have much time.
Oh my god.
He opens the door, but hesitates. 1.
Okay.
2. 3. He misses, but is teleported.
What?
Underwater?
Okay. Oof. Whoa.
Jerry emerges in the ice cavern.
What?
He begins making his way over to the shore where 2 structures stand illuminated.
So I was gonna say, like, that parkour thing. Is that like, I've heard about that before, like the parkour civilization, something like that? Okay, this is... I can see the similarities from where he took inspiration from Wifies video, definitely.
Jerry collects himself for a second before continuing onward. He turns around to take in the scope of this massive ice cavern he's now in.
Yeah.
And in this cold, desolate place, the 2 illuminated structures give kind of an inviting warmth.
Yeah.
Jerry goes to explore the one on the left. He sees a number of boats just floating in the water, undocked. So many boats.
Yeah.
Before Jerry enters the structure, he stops to examine the banners. Teal and black, with gray streaks running down it, and a white piglin snout.
Yeah.
Which in the world of Shakespeare can only mean one thing.
What?
Doom.
Doom.
Jerry heads to the 2nd floor and checks the next chest, but nothing's in it. And from what I can gather, this seems to be some kind of watchtower.
For what?
On the 3rd floor, there's a shulker box, but there's nothing in it.
Of course.
But it definitely confirms my suspicions that this is some kind of watchtower. But a watchtower for what?
Yeah.
I mean, who would want to invade a town at the bottom of an ice cavern? Jerry leaves the 1st watchtower, but as he's heading over to the 2nd, he sees a sign. Good strawberry. Good strawberry? Jerry walks forward, revealing the village of Good Strawberry.
Okay, it's called Good Strawberry.
Shakespeare wrote a play called Richard III, and in Richard's own words, he describes himself as such. Since I cannot prove a lover, I am determined to prove a villain. As far as the banners are concerned, Richard III's sigil was a white boar.
Oh.
But what about strawberries? What do they have to do with this? In the play, a council meets to plan the coronation of Edward V. In order for Richard to secure his spot as king, he needs to get rid of Lord Hastings. Richard enters the council meeting unusually happy, deceptively so, talking about how he wants some strawberries.
Okay.
This is a complete manipulation tactic, a way to put everyone off guard, because not even 10 minutes later, Richard returns in a fury, ordering the execution of Hastings.
Okay.
Nothing. Whoever was here cleared out.
Yeah. They've been griefed. A lodestone. Ooh,
they didn't want to get lost.
Yeah. Alright, we'll go make your way over to the strawberry then.
I don't know if it's just me, but Good Strawberry gives off an eerie warmth.
Yeah.
Jerry makes his way down into Good Strawberry, carefully.
You know, one of these times when we watch an ARG, I want to see a village populated with just normal people.
To take in the massive scale of this ice cavern. Jerry decides to escape the cold by exploring some of the buildings nearby. The buildings prove to be a bit strange on the inside. Bunk beds and a chest and empty bookshelves. The chest contains 8 cooked salmon, so nice. Maybe this was a fishing village.
Would make sense. I'm like trying to figure out what all this means. I hope we get an explanation after this.
Bookshelves, a banner, and another chest full of more cooked salmon. But that's it. He enters a bigger structure, and again, 2 beds split apart, chests and empty bookshelves. Aside from the slight variations, every one of these houses looks the exact same. Jerry spends the next several minutes exploring this strange place and seeing a lot of the exact same. Was this some kind of camp? And then Jerry makes his way over to this house and finds something entirely different. A sweetberry bush and a book.
Now this is interesting. Close the door behind you, please. Close the door behind you, please. Close the door behind you, please. All right.
June 13th.
Oh.
I'm here in Good Strawberry. I'm very intimidated by everyone here. I'm going to do my best to extend myself and make friends. Maggie.
Okay, that's the heart.
June 14th. It didn't take long for me to become overwhelmed. So many new friends. They all came up to me. They made it so easy. Now I need a nap. Maggie. June 15th. It was much better today. I'm settling in. Today was my first church service, and it was extremely welcoming and joyous. I think I really like it here.
Okay.
Maggie. June 16th. My friend Randall told me all about his past life. He heard about Good Strawberry while he was in jail. Said the second he got out, he made his way here. Said he's never been happier.
Okay.
I'm happy for him. Maggie.
Well,
June 19th.
Happened.
Hi, sorry. I've been so exhausted the last few days. I haven't been able to journal. We've been farming. A lot. I've never sweat so much, and I have blisters on my hands and feet, and now it's time for bed. Maggie.
Right.
June 29th. It's been 10 days since I last rode in here. Come on, Maggie. You're here to develop happy habits. Don't slack. I love you.
I love you. Oh, you.
July 7th. Hi, just checking in. I'm tired. That's all. Good night.
Right.
Maggie. July 13th. Randall has a temper. Yikes. Maggie. July 14th. Randall was taken aside today by Rich One and 2 of his secretaries to see how they could help him cope better with his anger. Randall told me this after. I feel bad for Randall. I wish I could help. July 22nd. So much farming, so much farming, so much farming. Maggie.
Why is...
July 27th. Not feeling it today.
Why?
Been feeling sad lately. Rich One told me in our checkup that happiness is more for now than then. He had me repeat it with him 14 times. Sad Strawberry Maggie. July 31st. Met with Rich One again. Usually we meet once a week, but he wanted to check up on me. He encouraged me to get lost in my work and to remind myself that happiness is more for now than then. Happiness is more for now than then. Maggie. August 1st. Today was the beginning to then celebration. No farming today. We just celebrated all day and hung the banners up above the chapel entrance and adorned the chapel with the sweet berry bush. I was kind of happier today, I guess. August 12th.
What is this? Is this like a retreat for people that have issues or something? Like, it feels like it because like they're having checkups and being positive and working to not think.
My stomach hurts, and most everyone is so excited, but my stomach hurts. Rich One and I meet a lot now. He wants to help me. Lying happy strawburbs me.
Lying happens me. What?
August 15th. Next week. At least no more farming. Randall says hi. Hi, Randall.
What?
August 19th. I haven't been hungry. but I've been throwing up all day. 3 days.
Guilty.
I feel guilty.
Huh?
August 21st. Okay, so here's the plan. Tomorrow, while everyone is distracted and heading into the chapel, I'll forget my sweet berry bush and tell Randall I need to go get it. So
Yep.
I'll ask him to save my spot. Then I'll get my stuff and head to the boats and take one and row as fast as I can.
Right.
I'll mine a hole into the side of the glacier and try to find my way home. I'm not happy now, so if I make it home, maybe I'll be happy then. Good luck. P.S. I'll leave a lantern near the hole, so if anyone else finds this journal and have second thoughts, you can find your way out too.
Oh, okay.
Good luck again. Maggie. Determined Strawburbs Maggie.
And there's a street there.
What? Before we have to...
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Fuck you, bro. Who said ARGs didn't have any fucking jump scares? Okay. Alright. Let's gather up ourselves. Is this going to be a recreation of how Maggie escaped?
Time to process what we just read. A second player runs past the window Jerry's standing in front of, but this is impossible. Jerry screams at the second player, demanding to know who they are.
Who are you?
Jerry just stands frozen in shock as he watches the second player run away.
Follow!
What the?
Jerry turns around and heads straight back towards Maggie's house. Somehow, someway, he needs to get to the bottom of this.
That is Maggie. That's
he puts Maggie's journal back in the bookshelf and then rushes out, struggling to run on the packed ice. And then, he faces the one place there might be answers. The chapel.
Goodbye to Strawberry Village. Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too. What happened to this village, though? It's filled with bedrock as well. So, when I said I wanted to see more liveliness in the villages, I didn't mean that we would actually see corpses. Are they sleeping or are there corpses? What? Why are you fucking doing this music? Yeah, don't step on them. Okay, I must say this though, and I know, okay? I will say this. Currently off the bat, and I'll talk about this after when we're done with the video. So far, one of the best sound designs in ARG. All the videos we've seen. This is one of the best, easily. It could be top one. The sound and the music is incredibly well made. So editing wise, top notch. Love this. Even though I hate it, I love it. Yeah. What the fuck? And they all have like a cup next to them. Could be like some sort of... Look, there's a cup. There's a big library. You can go up the ladder. Was there anything in the... Okay. Whoa. Yep. Good.
What do I fear? Myself? There's none else by. Rich one loves rich one, that is, I am I. Is there a murderer here? No. Yes, I am. Then fly. What? From myself? Great reason why.
What?
A death cult.
Yeah. So Maggie then escaped to survive, basically. Whoa. Okay. Follow Maggie to the lantern.
Jerry flees the scene with all the courage he can muster. But what he sees next takes any courage he has left away from him.
No. Wait, what?
The second player was him.
Wait, what?
I can't explain this. I won't even attempt to try.
Yeah, I got chills big time. Ooh, this is good. This is a good ARG. There's a lantern. Oh my god.
What is going on?
This is insane. Yeah, this...
Like Maggie, Jerry rows as fast as he can towards the light.
So we thought that was Maggie before, but it's actually Jerry. This is insane. What? Oh, I love that. I love that for an ARG to do that. What? There's a name, something. No? Wait, hold on. Oh, maybe that's just the bridge, whatever it was. So now, okay.
Along with Maggie's lantern, Jerry sees the hole in the side of the glacier and two boats.
Right.
Jerry only has one option.
Well, to go
He
in.
gets out of the boat, hesitates.
Yeah, I mean, escape the difficulties. So she...
And then heads down the ice tunnel.
So Maggie built this. Alright. This is proof of her existence. So at least she made it out.
The tunnel is claustrophobic, to say the least.
She must have dug for a while, holy shit.
And it just keeps going and going and going with no end in sight.
Bro, sprinting like hell. Can you press F3 to see how far you're going, bro?
Until...
What?
Jerry is teleported.
Eh?
Somewhere.
Yeah, wait, what was that flash?
Somewhere. Jerry is
Yeah, he's like in the sky.
teleported.
Wait, hold on.
Until...
Okay, so he's in the sky and then he's...
Jerry is
Cool.
teleported.
Okay.
Jerry stops just at the edge and sees below him an island and a shipwreck.
Jump. It's better if you jump down.
He
than
backs
stay.
up, looks behind him, and with no other options, jumps.
What the fuck is this? I mean, this looks normal for a Minecraft ship. Can he look up and see the thing in the sky, or?
Jerry looks up from whence he came and sees that the ice tunnel has completely vanished.
What?
He walks over to the other side of the boat and looks at the island before taking cover under one of the ship's masts. But there's no time. Jerry needs to find something that can help him.
Yeah.
He swims below deck, looks for the chests and the contents within. 32 cooked pork chops, a spyglass, and a book and quill.
Right.
However, before searching the other chests, Jerry opens the book. It reads sudo/op 1000,
What?
angle brackets, question mark, a series of numbers, and the name Nietzsche. Obviously, this isn't my forte. However, I know where Jerry is.
You know, wait, what?
The uninhabited island.
Uh-huh. Whoa.
Legend has it that Shakespeare's final play as a solo author is The Tempest, a play about a young duke obsessed with science and magic, betrayed by his brother and forced to live on an island with his daughter for 12 years. It deals with themes of birthrights, colonialism, revenge, and forgiveness, and perhaps most important, obtaining your freedom. Jerry pulls out the spyglass to see if he can get a glimpse of anything on the island that could help him, but all he sees is hundreds of firefly bushes dotting the island's bank. He decides to retrieve the other chest's contents.
Right.
Chest 2 contains a pair of iron boots, another book and quill, and a trident. And the final chest contains an enchanted Riptide 3 book and iron leggings. Jerry now has a full set of iron armor and the possibility of a Riptide 3 trident. He once again takes cover under the ship's mast, equips his armor, and sets up his hotbar. He opens up the second book and sees that this one is for the answer.
Yeah.
Time to get to work.
Okay, sudo linux superuser /op. What is this? 1000? What's that?
Jerry reviews every detail in the book, making sure he hasn't missed anything. What does pseudo mean? What does OP mean? What is 1000 for? What about the other numbers? And why Nietzsche?
Yeah.
Think, Jerry, think.
Jerry decides to leave the boat. Getting to shore is probably the best thing for him right now. Once he gets ashore, he heads over to a tree to set up his base of operations. Fireflies illuminate the night sky. It's magical to see.
Okay. 1000 is binary for 8.
Right.
So, 8 letters? Maybe?
Isn't the mountain lit up?
What is 8 letters for sudo/op?
What does that mean?
Jerry thinks for a long while before coming to some theories.
System add? Maybe. Sysadmin?
He looks at the book one more time. Numbers and Nietzsche. And then it clicks.
Oh, I got it!
Somehow, someway, Jerry has figured it out.
How? Wait, what? Let's see.
I know the cipher. 1 second.
Jerry then goes AFK for a while. But when he comes back, he says,
Okay, I got it, I think.
he opens the book and writes the phrase, "Art thou the server's lord? Be thou the stuff," and signs it with the title, The Stuff. Now, as far as I know, that is not an actual Shakespearean quote. However, it may be referring to the most famous line in the play, "We are such stuff as dreams are made on." Now, Jerry doesn't say how he figured it out or which cipher he used, so if you know, let me know. Jerry goes frantic at this point and starts running around, but then he sees this. Whole blocks of iron just sitting in the stone. Quickly, he mines stone for a pickaxe. And things are starting to
Now
make
he can make
sense.
the
With this
riptide.
iron, he'll be able to make an anvil and enchant his trident. But this is when the magic happens. Did you see that? Jerry takes out the book and the iron ore turns into iron blocks. The book is creating the magic.
Wait, what?
Jerry starts running around searching for as much iron ore as possible, changing them all into solid iron blocks.
What the fuck? Insane.
What? This is amazing.
Yeah. Boom. Like, what the fuck? How do you even do that?
He tries the book's power on other ores, but surprisingly, it doesn't work. Sooner than later, Jerry has enough iron to build an anvil to enchant his trident.
He could literally fly up wherever he wants now. It's raining. So.
He quickly crafts one, places it, and then enchants his trident, naming it Pseudo.
What? Pseudo. Oh.
Super user. When he pulls out his trident for the first time, magic happens.
What? Wait, what?
What the heck? What was that? I've never seen that.
Yeah, what
Jerry
the fuck?
tests the waters, but it seems that the trident is able to turn nature around him into XP and other useful resources.
What?
My XP. My levels.
Jerry keeps experimenting, and sure enough, it's working. And then Jerry goes ham. He starts collecting as many resources with the trident as possible.
What the fuck?
And with all the smoke and particles, it becomes hard to see where he's even going. But Jerry doesn't seem to mind. He's having a great time.
Yeah. There's gonna be some sort of lesson here, isn't it? Something's gonna happen, something's gonna happen, something's gonna happen, something's gonna happen, something's gonna happen. Something.
I'm gonna be rich.
Yeah, this is bad. So press E, let me see your inventory, bruh. Let's see. What do you have?
Then Jerry discovers something even more amazing.
Oh,
the trident is able to turn common ores into rare ores.
Oy, bro is gassed up right now.
Jerry has found a way to collect surface diamonds.
What the fuck?
But there's a problem.
What?
Jerry's collected so much stuff, he now has trouble deciding what to get rid of.
Sorry. Why are you struggling to take away your wooden axe and wooden pickaxe?
I have so much stuff.
And he laughs. Now, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with having stuff, but how you have your stuff is something to be mindful of.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jerry doesn't mind having stuff.
Yeah.
And it becomes kind of sad because what was once a beautiful beach full of fireflies and wildflowers has become desolate and barren, being littered with the remnants of his power and stuff.
This is one of those like hitting meanings, or I understand what he's going for.
A wake of riches, he says. And I can't help but wonder which definition of wake he's using. Anyway, Jerry begins to collect more resources. He makes his first set of diamond tools, and then heads deeper into the forest. But as he does, he's caught by something in the distance. Jerry draws his sword. He's not taking any chances. Jerry sneaks up to the tree ahead of him, and from here, it looks like a house.
Yeah.
He looks behind to see if anyone's following him, and then begins to sneak forward again. Quickly, he dashes to a tree ahead of him.
Someone's base.
What is happening? Why is this like weird music playing? I don't like this. What did it say? Go forth and prosper.
Hello?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Now that is good loot. I know you're not supposed to, but take it, man. No one can kill you if you have those. Whoa.
I'm not sure what to make of it, but Jerry decides to make it his own.
Right.
Okay.
Fair
He
enough.
throws all of his stuff into the chest, places down a crafting table. He sees a sign hanging above the open doorway.
Go forth and prosper.
Go forth and prosper. In The Tempest, the main character's name is Prospero. Jerry goes over to the double chest that does not belong to him and opens it. Inside are 12 books in the shape of a clock. Jerry clears his hotbar and then pulls out the first 9 books. He goes through each book in order, starting with 1 o'clock. Inside each book is a series of numbers. The amount of numbers inside each book varies. There are no distinguishable patterns and no further instructions. Jerry puts the first 9 books back and takes out the remaining 3.
Right.
The final 3 books follow the same format, a series of numbers varying in size with no distinguishable pattern or rule set. He puts the final 3 books back and goes AFK. He's gone for several minutes again, but when he returns, he says this.
Everything, I think.
What?
Weird question.
Now, I'm assuming this is the same cipher Jerry used to solve the stuff code back on the beach. I don't know, but if you know, let me know.
I love how this, like... Whoa, chill out there with this. I love how this is like... What's his name, the creator? ApUltra. I love how he just doesn't really... I'm not even sure if he created this himself. I'm guessing he did. But either way, like... I love how he's like, doesn't even care. He's just like, nah, fuck it, I don't want to solve the puzzle. If you know, you know.
Jerry goes and explores around the base a bit more. Next to 9 strapped logs, there's a chest. Inside the chest is an iron axe.
Ha.
Okay, Jerry. Don't forget from whence you came.
What else can this trident do?
Jerry seems to be interested in finding the absolute limits of this trident's power.
Like, can he,
Significantly
like,
in the play,
launch
Prospero
himself?
only uses his staff 1 time, in Act 1, Scene 2, when he uses it to subdue someone. Most of the time, the magic is done by Ariel, a shape-shifting spirit whom Prospero enslaves. So Jerry, the question I have is, who's really directing this show?
I wish it would stop raining.
Jerry heads back into the house. Whoa, what was that? But his wish is granted.
What?
Whoa. It's like I can do anything with this thing.
That is a dangerous weapon to have, though. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Jerry?
Jerry, no.
Jerry.
No, no. You have turned mad now.
Jerry then goes and destroys more resources.
Oh my god.
Because he can.
True, fair enough, you can. But still. Oh no.
I have an idea.
Okay, what?
Jerry mines some copper ore and then heads back to the base.
Wait.
Jerry mines some
How is there diamonds beneath
copper
though?
ore and then heads back to the base. Once there, he crafts a furnace.
Right.
He places the furnace and then starts smelting the raw copper. While it's smelting, he decides to make himself at home.
Of course.
He reads the sign again.
I shall.
I don't know what Jerry's up to, but he seems to have another idea. He runs over to the side of the house and places a gold block 9 blocks away.
What?
And then stacks 4 more on top.
What? He he doing?
He grabs the copper ore and then crafts a lightning rod.
Oh.
Back outside, he places the lightning rod on top. Then he backs away and draws pseudo.
Bring forth the thunder.
And it works.
Oh.
Darkness descends on Jerry.
Okay.
Yes.
What the fuck? He's turning mad, bro. What the fuck? Yes, he can do that. I was about to ask, like, if he can do that. Idiot. Why?
But Jerry wants more.
Of course he does.
He goes inside and crafts an enchanting table and bookshelves. He runs to the other side of the house and begins to build his enchanting library.
This guy, like, this just turned from an ARG to like just let's play. Can he do 30 in that one? Wait, what? Really?
Yes.
What the fuck?
But Jerry wants more.
Of course.
More.
Yep, of course.
More.
I'm Lord of the Server.
What?
Wait, what do you mean? You turn it into diamond? To netherite?
Yes.
What the fuck? This
Jerry
guy's...
equips his new netherite armor, the best armor in the game.
Yeah.
Jerry then goes on a fury, enchanting everything he can.
Okay,
If he doesn't
you're
want
not
it,
level 30,
he throws
mate.
it away. Out of levels, he gets more.
Yeah.
This is Jerry's world, after all.
That's
Pineapple
true.
is not a pizza topping. Jerry has enchanted so many books, he doesn't even know what to do with them.
More.
The destruction just follows him wherever he goes. He laughs.
All the stuff.
Yo, this Jerry guy has lost his mind. It's infinite. No, it's not.
Jerry decides to go see what other treasures this island has for him.
Why is it cutting like
And
that?
this next section is weird. It's disjointed. He doesn't really do anything. He just runs around.
Okay. Why is it cutting like this?
And then he just heads back to the base.
What?
But the next thing that happens is extremely strange.
No, what?
New builds appear
Whoa!
in the sky.
That's sick, though.
And the second thing I noticed is Jerry isn't freaking out about this.
Yeah, what?
He just casually grabs more enchanted apples,
Oh, what?
and
There's
then
more?
commands the rain to stop, and then just stares at the builds, the airships and the floating
What
islands.
the fuck?
And then he says this.
For someone who isn't a builder, I sure have improved.
Wait,
What?
what? Hold on. What? Jerry didn't build any of this. He just ran around in the forest for 10 minutes. And suddenly, all of these builds pop up, and he thinks he did it? What's going on?
Yeah, what?
Jerry takes flight up to one of the airships, and this is where I got confused.
I've never been more inspired.
To what?
He flies around the build with a comfortability only someone who knows the build would have.
Yeah, what?
The plans I have for this place. Just you wait.
And now Jerry stands on top of his house with the shaders on, just enjoying the view.
Fair enough.
This
bro.
is really turning into a beautiful home.
Yeah, but there must be a catch.
Jerry decides to go back into the forest and explore. I'm not sure why, the island isn't that big. He summons the rain and then heads back out. He goes into this cave that he found in the first session. And again, he just walks around. He walks around for 12 minutes.
Right.
I timed it. And the kind of trouble Bland Jerry gets into in 12 minutes is baffling.
What?
I'm lost.
Really?
Nice.
It's been a minute and a half, Jerry.
I don't know. It seems like something has gone into his mind, like power, obviously, but like.
This way. Yeah. No.
Okay.
No, alright. What? Imagine eating god
Jerry's
apples to
confusion
just
about this confuses
sate
me
your
about
hunger.
this. I mean, at this point, he'd been in the cave for maybe 6 minutes. He walked past the same areas a number of times, but for him, each time felt new. And after 12 odd minutes, Jerry found his way out.
Right, nice.
And that's really all I can say about it. Finally, he says.
What happens if he tries to leave?
And then once again, the unexplainable happens to Jerry.
What?
More builds have appeared. They encompass the sky and the ground. Everything has changed.
What?
And once again, Jerry isn't concerned about this.
Yeah, what the fuck?
However, something stops Jerry in his tracks.
Yeah, what?
Something he is concerned by.
Wait.
What could he possibly be afraid of? When he has gotten all the god armor on.
He pulls out a spyglass and looks in the distance at a tree.
Eh?
Okay. Compared to everything else around here, that is the least strange thing.
Yeah.
That tree wasn't here yesterday.
Yesterday? What does he mean, yesterday?
What?
Jerry looks around, clearly panicking.
Yeah, what?
I'm the only one on this island. Is someone on this island with me?
Jerry heads up to a build that looks like a chapel.
Holy shit. This is insane. What the fuck?
He takes cover and then looks at the tree again.
Why is that tree
I
coming
don't
from
see anything alarming about it.
it? Me neither.
Jerry just sits there paralyzed by fear.
What?
What do I do?
Burn it down, I guess? Or what? Fly up to it, see what's up. See what's up with it. What?
Jerry is clearly
Something's
suffering from
happening.
delusions of grandeur and maybe even a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
But he seems persistent on the fact that there's something off about this tree. He pauses for a moment and then is continuing on.
The map is really cool.
Finally, he decides to just go for it.
He doesn't really care if like you're falling down. Well.
But wait, Jerry was right. Something is strange about this tree.
That's his head. It's his head. Why is
That's
his
me.
head? Yeah, what?
Jerry looks again.
What?
Who's here?
Who or is it that yourself, like...
Who is on this island with me? Who did this? Hey! Hey!
like strangely beautiful in a way.
Who are you?
I just want to tell him it's okay.
Right now!
You know what this... Wow, the music as well is incredible. This reminds me a lot of what the hell is that called? The movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and Mark Ruffalo, Shawshank Redemption, or whatever it was. You know, when he basically is like, you know, schizophrenic or whatever it is, like, or multiple what am I saying? Multiple like split personality disorder or whatever it is. Like, it feels like this is my take on it right now, seeing it without having the actual answer. This feels like he has been put to this test for some reason. Why he's being chosen, I'm not really sure. But the fact that he's like now like kind of stuck in this space, like he is dead. Like, think of it this way: his soul is in this place right now. I don't know if this makes sense or not. Like something like as an like we are an outsider watching him lose his mind within his own soul, within his own world. He can do whatever he wants, but he can't leave. If that makes sense.
This is my home.
Yeah. And this is like kind of a memoir of him, kind of like, you know, a reality check.
I built all of this.
But did you?
Come out.
The voice actor is doing an amazing job here.
Come out. That's it.
You have every wish in the world, yet you still don't feel pleased. There's something disorienting you here, you know?
Jerry looks over his whole world, screaming frantically into everything and nothing, all at the same time. He searches for a player that doesn't exist.
Nice. This kind of gives me that vibe like that you're stranded alone on an island. Like he is, or like screaming out for help but nobody can hear him. God, this music is great. Sound taking over the weather though, let's see what's happening. Whoa. Okay. Is that meant to kill him or like to represent something like blood or whatever? Burn your things, for sure.
In the Tempest, Ariel, the shape-shifting spirit, is trapped in a tree. Prospero finds them and frees them, but doesn't really free them until the end. My Ariel, chick, that is thy charge. Then to the elements, be free, and fare thou well.
Some of those things, but he's running it away. This is kind of like reminding me of like, you know, like playtime's over, kids. Let's just go and put away your stuff. Like just like, okay, dad, whatever. All those golden apples. Well, I mean, the netherite can't burn, so.
But this rough magic, I hear abjure, and when I have required some heavenly music, which even now I do, to work mine end upon their senses that this airy charm is for, I'll break my staff.
Here we go, pseudo as well. Okay. Oh, it's back to its original.
Oh, wait.
Is the tree still behind him?
How long have I been here?
Eh?
Feels like 12 years.
What? This is an insane ARG. But his head is not there anymore. What, you mean like how...
And then Jerry says
Wait,
the scariest thing.
What?
But now I'm just bland Jerry. Again. I'm just bland Jerry.
So he's no longer our god.
Jerry looks back at the life he's leaving.
Yeah.
One more time. Only fireflies ahead to light the way.
Oh, there's a lectern. So much noise.
And like the baseless fabric of this vision, The cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself.
Right.
Yea, all which it inherit shall dissolve.
Whoa. What the fuck?
This is the madness.
This is the beginning we saw.
I'll show you too tightly. Can I bomb a drag? I pull it slow.
Yo,
like
what
lightning.
is happening right now?
Is this a dream that I see before me? I reach once then twice, and it proves my story. Every version of me into this baseless vision. They are rich in madness, they are weak in wisdom.
This is insane. What is the ARG?
So let it be, to find myself in my mind, I'm screaming.
Whoa.
Somebody else taking over my reflection.
Wait, what?
And all the edges melt.
Huh?
This is the madness.
Wait, what?
Searching for myself.
Well, the obvious question is, who are they?
Yeah.
Jerry, with the others, just seemed to know where they're going without being told.
It's like
9 others,
with the other boats. That would make sense.
Jerry, walking towards
Some sort of.
Shakespeare's Globe Theater.
Oh, wait, what?
But who are these people, and what do they all have in common to
Yeah.
be here at Shakespeare's Globe? Well, to find out, you have to keep watching.
Of course, we will. Whatever you say. What the
Jerry
hell?
enters the theater.
Yeah.
The only illumination is the customary ghost light that every theater has on their stage.
Uh-huh.
Jerry, along with the others, take their marks
What?
and then freeze.
What? Why is it lighting up?
Who's Imogen?
Imagine?
To be or... Oh no.
What? That is the question. What? Whoa, there was a part 2? Wait, what? Why? I wanted answers. Let me see his videos real quick. Holy shit. Yeah. Holy shit! This was an insane ARG. Okay, wait. Let's talk about this real quick. Real quick. Listen up. Okay. First of all, we have to say this, right? I'm guessing this is his first ever ARG as well. Insanely well done. I really enjoyed it. Now, first of all, music-wise, perfect for an ARG. I would say almost one of the best usages of music in and sound design in an ARG. I was hooked by that as well. I would say the beginning a little slow, but nothing like it hooked you in, definitely. With the whole like candle thing there, it was a little bit slow, but then it turned really intense. It was just like it didn't feel like 1.5 hours. I was like thinking like, okay, maybe this will be like a bit boring. Maybe like 1.5 hours is a long time, you know. This was really insane, and the story wise as well. I don't know Shakespeare at all, but could still understand to some point what he was referring to and talking about. And it was just like just beautiful overall. This is easily a top ARG for this year, 100%. Would it rival like destroying a world that doesn't exist? Maybe not, because that is just, insanely well made as well. But it's up there definitely in S tier, I would say. This was insane. I really enjoyed this. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching this reaction. I really enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.